Thank you. Hi, I'm Jill Matzke with SGI, and I just want to give you a few updates from our company. Many of you know us, I'm sure. This is unlike some conferences we go to where we have to, I think our logo or our message on the board should be, yes, that SGI. We remain focused on speed and scale and productivity, efficient solutions across the science and engineering spectrum. I'm just going to share a few updates, little nuggets across our business and our product lines, and not just what SGI is up to, but also what some of our customers are up to. First, SGI is well. I hope you all are too. We're growing and are profitable. And for those of you who may have not been keeping up with SGI, we look forward to re-engaging if we haven't recently and telling you more. We remain focused on a solutions set across the usual suspects of technologies, but again, our focus is to make our customers productive and able to achieve results, not just build giant pieces of hardware. We do this with not only our technologies, but also we've actually narrowed our focus just a little bit in some of the vertical markets we focus on, as well as the combination of those things to achieve leadership positions in some specific areas, which I'll address here. These are the usual sets of things that an HPC vendor provides if they're a hardware vendor. In our case, the point I want to make is that SGI, you may know us for one or two technologies. You may know us for workstations, but today we are a complete and broad provider of all kinds of scale-out and scale-up compute infrastructure, all types of NAS, SAN, and direct-attached storage, as well as archive storage solutions. And through the marriage of SGI and Rackable systems, which happened now about 3 years ago, we've really broadened our ability to address pretty much any high-performance computing need. On the compute side, we have 3 families of server products. I want to talk about each one just a little bit, give you just a nugget of information about what we've been up to in these areas. We do offer a complete line, a very broad line of rack-mount servers focused on high performance across the markets of HPC. These are these we call Rackable, from the legacy of Rackable systems. We also have SGI UV, which is, those of you who know us, this is the Silicon Graphics legacy shared memory architecture, now completely standardized on x86 and off-the-shelf Linux, able to scale single systems to very large size. I'll talk about that just a little. But next I'm going to talk about SGI ICE, which is our ground-up designed HPC blade server with complete integration of the compute fabric in the system and able to scale to very large size. So I'm going to go, I'm feeling a little bit like Jeopardy here, but I wanted to just share just a nugget about each of these technologies. And in the case of SGI ICE X, which is our current generation of the ICE blade cluster solution, I wanted to share this number right here, which is 6,912 nodes. Now this isn't the biggest system we've deployed. It is one of the bigger ones. It is not the biggest, but the key here is that this has been deployed with Total, the French oil and gas company, and it is the world's largest production commercial HPC cluster in the world. And we have, Total is so pleased with the system and excited to have it for their researchers that they've actually produced a video. I think they have a bigger budget than SGI does for marketing, and it's really cool. And so I wanted to show you how they portrayed the solution in an animated video. Thanks. The next nugget I'd like to share is, this is available online too, by the way, is a nugget about, we already went through this, a nugget about our Rackable systems, and this nugget is 4 to 40,000 nodes. And what this refers to are the range of scale of Hadoop clusters that SGI has deployed. It's a little known fact that SGI is one of the leading providers of Hadoop infrastructure as well as Hadoop solutions. And so these, by and large, are built off of SGI Rackable rack mount servers, optimized for the Hadoop workload. And you know, we've got a range of customers on the commercial side and increasingly interest, obviously, on the HPC side as well for these kinds of solutions. And you know, as I mentioned earlier, we've got the capability to deliver a wide range of configuration options for Rackable solutions. And we even have a custom engineering group that can design a custom solution if that's what's needed as well. SGI UV, our shared memory system. Numbers here might be obvious, but 64 terabytes, 4 terabytes a second. These are the single system capabilities that you can build in today's generation SGI UV infrastructure. 64 terabytes of cache coherent shared memory, as well as an aggregate peak I/O of 4 terabytes a second. Another interesting factoid, we've been delivering these solutions now for about 3 years, and we passed the 500 mark a long time ago, so we're well beyond 5,000 systems deployed, and we have thousands, literally thousands of users and some very exciting results coming out of this technology in the area of data-intensive computing. Dr. Go, our CTO, many of you know him. Englam Go was again supposed to be here, very similar situation. Had a personal situation which prevented him from being here unexpectedly, but if he were here, he'd be talking to you about haystacks and how you find not just needles in haystacks, but relationship between hay. And there's a great video of him telling this story online on YouTube or on our website if you're interested in that. But I had to give him a little shout out. The UV system is designed to start small and grow or start large. I mentioned before the idea of having literally 64 terabytes of memory in a single system. Now, this may seem like, you know, an insurmountable amount of hardware, but actually we could do that today in as little as 4 racks of UV hardware. We routinely these days sell systems with 4, 8, 12, 16, 32 terabytes of memory embedded in them. And with UV, we've had literally, as I said, thousands of users and lots of results, whether it's in the sciences, solving very large problems, or on the commercial side. I know Earl's going to be talking about ROI here toward the end of the conference. You know, one of our commercial customers, they paid back the cost of their solution literally in 3 weeks' time by virtue of the fact that they could identify fraud that they couldn't intercept before. And so there's a lot of really exciting new research as well that, for me as a scientist, makes working with this technology really, really interesting and fun. And the whole area of knowledge discovery, I think, is just beginning to blossom. So we continue to innovate on the compute side, always integrating the latest and greatest, and focusing on data-intensive solutions as well as very large-scale power and cooling designs as well. I'm speeding up here so that we get through everybody quickly here. My number for storage, 600 petabytes. What is this? This is the amount of storage infrastructure SGI delivered in the last year, or this was last year, 2012. This is right up there with a lot of the big guys, and so SGI is a player in the area of storage, not just on the compute side, and we have, as I mentioned earlier, a wide range of storage solutions. And in particular, we have a few technologies that are uniquely valuable in the area of disk-based archive, hierarchical storage management, and data management in general. And we've recently introduced an integrated version of all that brings all of these technologies together. It's called the Infinite Storage Gateway. I hope you'll take a look at what we've done here to make it much easier to deploy virtualized data management such that you can get file-based access to data regardless of where it's located, whether it's in direct attached storage all the way back to an archive solution. We continue to innovate on the storage side, of course, as well, and I'll close it there. Thank you.